Starting to rain, so I'm gonna make this real quick. Skinny fat. Why are you skinny fat? And why, despite all the training and dieting that you're doing, you can't seem to shake this condition? Now, when people talk about the skinny fat physique, there's usually two types of skinny fat. There's the fat, skinny fat individual and the lean, skinny fat individual. I'm talking to the latter in this video specifically because these two conditions and their remedies are very distinct. Now, across the board, when you are skinny fat, you have low levels of muscle mass, high level of body fat. Obviously, skinny fat people have more body fat to lose. Now, the remedy here is very simple. It's not easy, but it's very simple. Number one, if you are a skinny fat individual, you have no muscle tone, you are lean, you are skinny, but you're not ripped, you're not chiseled, you still have the love handles, you still have some lower belly fat. What you have to do is you have to get rid of that body fat and you have to build muscle simultaneously. How do you do that? Man, look at the rain coming. Quickly, you still got enough time. What you want to do is you want to stop dieting like a madman. You see, the reason you got this skinny fat is chronic undereating, is being way too far away from your energy maintenance. You see, a man my size, my height and weight, I'm no big guy by any stretch. My energy balance, energy maintenance is anywhere between 3,000 and 3,500 calories. If I'm below that, I lose weight. Now, as you guys also know, is I like to fast a lot, do a lot of prolonged food abstinence, eat one meal a day, but I do not habitually undereat. I've done that many times in the past. Not so long ago in January, when I did my alternate day fasting challenge, there were weeks where I was in way too steep of a deficit. Part of the game. I know what I'm doing, so it didn't affect me negatively. However, most people who are skinny fat chronically throttle their metabolism, chronically deprive their bodies of sufficient food, sufficient energy, sufficient calories. You see, it's not so much about the specific macros or the foods. It's not so much about protein, carbs, and fats as it is a question of overall energy intake. So make sure that you understand more or less where your energy maintenance point is, and do not stray too far from that. Do not be in a massive deficit week after week after week trying to get ripped. You will only get smaller. You will only lose more muscle mass, more strength, become a skinnier, weaker, more deflated, but still sloppy looking version of your current self. So instead of doing that, bring those calories up. Eat more habitually, and then still create a modest energy deficit by the end of every week through prolonged fasting or some intermittent calorie restriction, some very low calorie days. We're talking just 1, 2, a maximum of 3 low calories days a week, whereas the rest of the week you would eat to satisfaction. No need really to track everything meticulously unless you're, a control freak like myself, but you would need to eat enough, perhaps multiple meals a day. And if you're gonna do something like myself, 1 meal a day, compressed feeding window every day, make sure that you're still getting those calories in. You're not restricting carbs, you're not restricting fats, you are eating enough for your body to operate at close to 100%. Number 2, stop wasting so much time on useless cardio, useless conditioning drills, and get strong. Go to the gym, your neighborhood park, your garage, wherever you like to train, and bang out push-ups, squats, pull-ups, and their plethora of variants until you get very strong. Very strong. What does very strong mean? It means you're able to do your one-arm push-ups, your handstand push-ups at some point. It means you're able to do 2-digit reps of pull-ups with ease. It means you can basically do your walking lunges and bodyweight squats until the cows come home. It means you become strong and then you graduate to more difficult exercise variants. If you like to push weights around, do your bench press, deadlifts, and squats, same thing applies. Get very strong. Don't waste a lot of time on high rep work in the gym, a lot of time in the gym, period. You can get in and out of a session, a workout, within 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. Be more efficient. Be more results oriented. Be more goal driven. This is what you gotta do. Build muscle, get rid of the excess blubber. But do not keep banging your head against the same wall. Dieting harder is not gonna get you there unless you do it right, the way Uncle Vic teaches you to. Training more is not gonna get you there unless you have your ducklings in order, unless you're getting stronger every week on your main lifts, on your main exercises. That's it. Then you give it time. You give it time, brother. Patience. It took you many years to become skinny fat, look like a bag of trash. It's gonna take you a few months to transform your physique, truly, to reach a high level of fitness. It's not gonna happen overnight. I said a few months. Few months is enough to make a massive dent. Is enough to have you looking like a completely different person. But until you get to that finish line where you look at yourself and you know that's what's up. You know, this is what I always wanted. This is undeniable at this point. That's gonna take a little longer than just 2-3 months. But you can get there with patience. You have the program, you know what to do, and you follow through with it every single day. That is the key. That is how you get rid of skinny fat. And if you're a fat, skinny fat guy, you just diet longer until you're ripped. First stage of a physical transformation is always to get lean, get ripped. Then slowly reverse back up, start eating a little bit more, start increasing the volume in the gym ever so slightly. Get stronger, get bigger over time. It's starting to rain here, seriously now. But this is all you need to know, guys. This is how you get rid of skinny fat. Something that a lot of you are dealing with, have been dealing with for years. Now you have the solution. What are you gonna do with it? It's gonna rain hard. Rainy season here in Ecuador. That doesn't faze us. Luckily, never really gets cold here. Always really nice and what would you say, tempered climate? I guess that's the word, but I don't know. Look at that. Talk to you guys later.